ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पत न शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपते नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाले नमो नमः। वेदान्त विद्यास्थानेभ्यैव च सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ शन्नो मित्रशं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि। ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। हरि ओम। We will read the 7th section, 7th Anuvak. Prithvi Antariksham. Which page is there? 27. Please repeat after me. Prithivyantariksham Dyaurdisho Vantaradishaha Agnirvayuraditya Agnirvayuradityashchandrama नक्षत्राणि आपौषधयो वनस्पतयः आकाश आत्मा इत्यधिभूतम् अथाध्यात्मम् प्राणो व्यानोपाना उदानसमानः चक्षुश्रोत्रम् मनोवाक्पक चर्मं मासगं चर्ममागं सगं स्नावस्ति मज्जा एतदधिविधाय ऋषिरवोचत पाङ्क्तं वा इदगं सर्वम् पाङ्क्ते नैव पाङ्क्तगं स्पृणोतीति Read the book. This Uddhatanudat will miss uncannamsing. Please see that in the book. Mantra Pushpam, last line. Pankte naiva panktagam sprunotiti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. The biggest requirement in our life. I can't see Surekha. Can you move here? A little more. थोड़ा सा. Anju, okay. Anju, you can move slightly. तो पूरा ही मूव करोगे. बस बस थोड़ा सा. बस. So the biggest requirement of a happy life is having the very big thought or Ishvarakara vritti. Very pervasive thought or Ishvarakara vritti, because you see the world by first smearing your thought on somebody and then you see that. I don't see something as it is. What thought I have, I first put that paint on that person and then I see the person. If I say I have attachment with somebody, that means already I have painted that person as my indispensability. And other than that, nobody is good and nobody is important. And if he can give me joy, then only I will have. On one finite shape of the whole world, I have painted the thought of indispensability, importance, and joy giver for me. Now, when you will go to somebody else, so on the whole, the thought of importance will not be there. On the God, thought of importance will not be there. On my duty, thought of importance will not be there. On my and therefore the mind will not be able to surrender to the totality of the God, because I don't have I am just wanting attention, importance, love, joy from one shape of the whole cosmos. Because I don't think he's very big. He's important but not big. If I had thought him as very big, then I would have surrendered. Anything you see God like, after that you give up your small self. Because you are existing separately than that and you are asserting your importance from him, you want importance, therefore don't take it as a surrender. It's an attachment. If I had offered myself and I would have forgotten myself, I would have thought I'm very small, then I don't deserve and I don't want importance. Then it will become devotion. What is very important in life is to have a very big pervasive thought where Upasana of first section of Taittiriya first chapter is focused on. Because supposing I hate somebody, so on that only thought of bigness is not there. I am seeing his incidental nature and not intrinsic nature. I cannot cover that person with my Ishwar's thought and then see that. I will say one thing, biggest requirement whether you are doing Vyavahar, whether you are doing Jap, is that you have sufficient thought of pervasiveness of Ishwar, and then after putting on that situation and person, then I bring out the meaning. If you don't have, the karma will not become karma yoga. Putting the Ishwar thought on karma, that will make that this is my karma and this I can offer because God is all around me. Jagat Ishadhi Yukta Sevanam Ashtamurti Vriddeva Pujanam. But I don't have that in front the person who is there, in him also there is some God. So I am not offerer. I can't do puja. I can't be the one who can give yad yad karm karomi shambho akhilam tat tat tavaradhana. This cannot happen to me. Because I don't see much divinity. I don't have to, first I put on you, then I see. I don't have the thought of divinity to put on the person. And therefore the surrenderer or the offerer will be missing in his life. Because he cannot offer that, because he can't see that somebody has inside God. Even a beggar has God inside. Even a leper has a God inside. Even a mad person has a God inside. Even a most downtrodden has a God inside. I cannot offer that to him. So because I cannot put the thought, pervasive thought I don't have. So whether controlling your hatred, whether controlling your, attachment, whether controlling your ahankar. Ahankar is an attitude, it cannot go by willpower. You can leave tea, coffee by willpower. You cannot leave ahankar by willpower. It's a deep impression. Maybe you will have more after leaving that I left tea, coffee. It's a double-edged sword. But ahankar has nothing to do with what you live externally, because it's a deep impression that what I think is important, what I do is important, I am talented, I belong to a bigger family, or I have read the scriptures, or I talk well, or I sing well. It's a very deep rooted point in the system. And it won't go by any amount of leaving anything external. I'm telling after a lot of thinking, a lot of seeing. You may leave a house, still ahankar won't go. You can leave your house, you can become sannyasi, still ahankar will remain if the person's essential nature was ahankar. If the nature is of self-assertion, of my separate existence is very important, I am bigger than you, attitude is there, then it won't go by any way. It can only go by Upasana. It will not go by Vedanta, of course. Vedanta is a pramana. It is not Shodhak. Vimana is like a torch. Torch will not sweep the floor. Not a good news. Vedanta will never remove ahankar. Well, you gave me a shock in the morning. Vedant's work is to tell how the individual self-sakshi is nothing but Brahman. That is the only work of Vedanta. No text work on no text has two agenda. एक ही प्रमाण है उसका. It is anadhikatvatvam is there in that. And ahankar is what? I feel I am important. I feel I know better than you. I feel what I am doing is better than what you are doing. I am quite perfect in all areas. I am very aesthetically sound. I am very punctual. Whatever is there, you can have, any beggar can have ahankar. That I beg every day. I have been very senior beggar here. You have just started. So ahankar and attachment, mental problem will never go by intellectual analysis. Of course, you will be aware of that. This is of course there. That what is ahankar, what is kam, krodh. It will be aware by such. But it will need a upasana. And when I say upasana, it means that superimposition or visualization of a big thought on something small. Of big thought. And when I say big thought, it is Hiranyagarbha thought, the thought of God. That this is big in him. Almost he may be, mad from outside, but in him also the same Antaryami Ishwar is there. So if I am feeding a mad person, or I am dressing a mad person, supposing. So that sense of dressing or feeding or maybe combing somebody's hair, who's a mad person, So that sense should be there that there is a Ishwar behind that. So if you have less bhava of Ishwar, you will never be able to serve anybody. Because you will always be constantly aware of his mistake. Well, he is a mad person, he is spitting, he is doing this, doing that. He is a foolish person, I am a well-educated person. So this is very much required, whether in karma, whether in sadhana. And therefore one word had come yesterday, if you remember, in the last section, it was written, Iti prachin yogyos, prachin yogya upasva. Oh prachin yog, it is in lot lakar or imperative. You prachin yog is the name of a disciple. So remember one thing, this lot lakar, Sanskrit students will understand. If something is very important, then Shruti will tell in imperative it is. Do this, this is called, do that. If something has become very important to practice, then such instructive words are used. Upasva, do the upasana. Like Bhagavan says, Ma manusmara yuddhacha. Are you understanding that? Yogastha kuru karmani. Kuru is lot lakar. Imperative, do this. Riding on the yoke of equanimity, please do the action. They will otherwise tell what is the idea, but at certain places they will use strong letters, strong words to hit that this is very important to do. Like doctor says, please don't miss to take it. Please take this medicine. He will maybe repeat 2-3 times. If you miss this, it will be difficult. You may do a harm to yourself. When it is said, do this, it means not doing is a very big harm. And therefore, earlier days, People were spending more time in Upasana and Karma Yoga rather than in Vedanta. They're preparing yourself, preparing themselves. Now, understood the Upasana aspect. So whether you are in Karma Yoga, whether you are in Vyavhar, whether you are in front of your Guru, etc., if you have a thought of bigness, you can immediately pull that God has given me this. I accept this also. Look, God aa gaya yahan pe. God has given me this work, or God has given me this sadhana, or God has given me this person, or God has given me this disease. I'll go through it. Moment you put God, another power will emerge from you. It is whom you see that gives you the power. Understand this point. Living with father, living with mother, all needs the pervasive thought. Living with anybody, you cannot do much good to the person unless you have a bigger thought which you can see in the light of that bigger thought that he is there. And if I have a small thought, then I will say he is foolish, he is monkey, he is donkey, he is a bowling up here. He is this wrong, he doesn't speak properly, he doesn't talk properly, he doesn't sit properly. You will pick up some small point to negate him, to cut him off. And ultimately you are cutting the Virat from that, because you are not doing Upasana with that person. That person came in your life, you have developed a thought of exclusion from that. And ultimately you have developed antipathy and maybe dislike if you are not careful, maybe hatred, and maybe I have disqualified more than what I was earlier. Before I was more qualified, more quiet. I have opened one source of disturbance. Or I do very good work, or I am very good painter, or I am very good singer, or I am very good dancer, I am very good speaker, I am very good, dress sense is very good. Anything you can put. And how do you know? If somebody says something, you internally react a lot. That means you had a very high opinion upon you. That means you have very smallness is there. The small things react a lot. Space will not move, but one spoonful of water will move a lot. And therefore Upasana is very important when you repeat, no, I am of the Lord, oh, I am of the Lord. And therefore Bhagavan repeatedly says, Yetu sarvani karmani mai sanyasya. Isha Vasyam, cover this whole world by Ishwar. Idagam Sarvam. Yat Karoshi Tad Madarpanam. Yat Karoshi Tad Madarpanam. I'm saying in short, don't worry. Yat Karoshi, Yat Ashnasi, Yat Juhoshi, Dadasi, Yat Tapasya Sikaunte, Tat Kurush Madarpanam. So Upasana, if it is there, you will be much healthier, having a healthier mind, healthier behavior. You will have much more shock-proof attitude in the world. You will see situation as sent for self-development. You will see your action as offering. You will try to deal with the intrinsic personality of the person rather than incidental personality. Much bigger vision will be there, bigger picture will be there in my life. I will accept other person faster. I can live with somebody who is imperfect also. I can discover more balam in me and more joy in me. Bigger is the heart, more is the joy. More full is the heart, bigger is the bliss inside. More empty is the heart, more sad a person is. So Upasana is divinizing the process, divinizing the perception. You are divinizing the eyes, whatever you are seeing. Okay? So if Upasana is there, you will have an additional strength in you. Because you have a lot of thought life, lot of anger thought is there sometime. So every small thing makes you angry that day. Somebody opened the door and didn't close, you will get angry. Why didn't close the door, he went open. or somebody did not put off the light, he went away. That will make you angry. Because you already had a lot of anger, or small things will make you very irritated and angry because it is already brimful. It is already brimful. Somebody just asks you, where are you going? Then you get angry. Why you are asking where I am going? It is I can go anywhere where I want. Now I am asking just. Why you are asking? Who are you to ask me? Are you father? Mother? You are my guru? You are Swamiji? Why are you asking? Don't ask me this. No, I am just asking gently, where are you going? Why are you so angry? I am not angry, I am just telling you, behave yourself. You always misbehave with me. Not the first time. I have been keeping quiet. Doesn't mean you are right. Okay? And in my room, if she's a girl, she'll start crying. So, just because you can cry doesn't mean you are right. They'll go in the room and cry sufficiently, again come out for lunch. Already brimful is there. Anger is just waiting to pop out, to spill out, and to then I feel unnecessarily I'm being so reactive. Similarly, when you are brimful of thought of godliness in you, your reactions will be much more mature. Mature means which will give you fulfillment and knowledge in future also. Tatkal phal, drishta phal will be, tatkal phal comes in every action. At very time you feel fulfilled, you feel, my vyavahar has taken me to Paramarth, I mean, a bit of my ego I could drop this reaction. So vyavahar or the interactive life is to know how to drop my ego and insistences. That is the purpose of vyavaharic life. If from the vyavahar I gain more ahankar, I gain more insistences, then you have failed with that person. And you fail with that person, that means you have made yourself punching bag of that person. You are more now attackable. So this is very important. Karma you need upasana, vyavahar you need upasana. You have no bigger thought. How will you serve your teacher? You will just see the teacher as one person. Surrender will not come. You will not be able to surrender that Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu. ये सब बोलोगे लेकिन it has no meaning. It is only a word. That bhav will not be there to stay day and night. That bhav will not be there because you can serve where only you have bhav, you have thoughts, you have lot of love is there. Otherwise you cannot serve. Serving requires lot of persistency, patience, tolerance. I give the example, no? This Swami Abhedananda of Divine Life, I give you the example. Divine Life, remember Swami Abhedananda, who was the head of Divine Life also. 40 years he served Swami Chidanandaji. 40 years. He was not a speaker. Living in the room sometime, he used to sleep. 40 years, not 2-3 years. Not getting angry, otherwise he would have thrown out. Chidanandaji also used to scold sometimes. Dongsi didn't scold. You need lot of bhav. You are doing puja, you have no bhav. Now how will you say that Bhagwan is eating or Bhagwan let me feeling? This clothes is little, today is not that cold. This is I put on warm clothes on him. How will you feel? When you are offering agarbatti, how will you feel that he also has the fragrance? How will you visualize something? Upasana is visualization. Because you don't have very big thought. You are doing jap, still you are feeling. So whether you are doing vyavahar, whether you are doing upasana, whether you are living with the people, whether you are seeing somebody you dislike or like, or dealing with your ahankar, everywhere you need a very pervasive, big, godly thought. Otherwise, you will be more disturbed with the passing of the age. And as the age increases, a person gets more and more disturbed. His willpower is lesser. and Vasana is more, his willpower decreases. He becomes more stubborn person. You see, elder people are more stubborn than the younger person. You can see the elder people, old people, they are very irritating sometimes. They don't understand, they repeat the same mistake. Unless they have gone through a spiritual process, it's very difficult to live with them sometimes. They irritate a lot, they ask the same question, they don't listen at all. They become not that easy to live with. If you have lived, you will know. Very few old people are there who are matured. They age, but they don't mature. Aging is not maturing. So, Prachin Yogya Upasva, just one or 2 points I had mentioned in the Vedanta course. This is Madhyam Lop Samas. So, this is Prachin Vidya Yogya. Between Prachin and Yoga, Vidya is there. One who is qualified for the knowledge which is ancient most. This is the meaning. Prachin Yogya Upasva. Between Prachin, this is very ancient knowledge what is being talked of. Not just 1 or 2 points about knowledge. No knowledge is made. Every knowledge is revealed. You cannot make a knowledge. Now, any knowledge, whether it is secular or any knowledge is there, please get my point. That knowledge, supposing you have a knowledge of any subject, engineering or medical, so it is on the form of thought. Every knowledge is in the form of thought. Very good. Very good, very good, very good. And every thought comes from your own self. Now, supposing you are hearing botanical lecture, or your lecture on physics or medical science or engineering, and I said all knowledge is of the form of thought, and thought comes from you. That means that knowledge was already hidden in you, then only it came out. So knowledge was not made, it is revealed. You say that he gave me the knowledge. But actually the other word is he facilitated the knowledge. He removed the ignorance and knowledge was there. Please get my point. Because knowledge is of the form of thought. And thought will come from your own samskar only. And therefore, the teacher, external teacher, actually brought out from that samskar what thought was hidden. There is no knowledge which you don't have. Oh, whether it is the anthropology, whether it is the biology, whether it is metaphysics, whether it is the rocket science, whether it is Vedanta, any knowledge. There is no knowledge which you don't have. It is covered by ignorance. And therefore, external teacher, by his words, he brings out the samskar, what is in the cosmic samskar, what is there, he brings out, because it is on the form of thought only. I hope you are catching my point. If you are not catching, you will miss something important. Oh, so there is nothing that he gave. He facilitate. It was already there in me. But I didn't know because I am ignorant. I was ignorant about that. He gave me mine to me. That was already mine, but I didn't know. Therefore, he gave it to me. It was in the mind. That knowledge, mine knowledge was in mine. So knowledge is always revealed, any knowledge. It is not created. Like I create a paperweight. Paperweight was not, it was outside thing. Outside thing you can create. I created a book. I created a camera. I created a, picture I made outside. On modern art I made. I can create something. But that knowledge is not what is made. Object is made. Knowledge is revealed. Number 1 point. And therefore, they ask in universities, what is your discipline? Rather than what is your subject. So by a particular way of living, you are making an environment of that samskar to come as the thought. When you say, I am going to study or I am living in solitude or whatever, you are allowing that samskar to express as a thought. That is the only thing you are doing. If I go in the marketplace, that samskar or vasana is still not available, not coming out as a thought. Therefore, you need university, you need colleges, you need a particular infrastructure for that knowledge in the samskar to come as a knowledge in the thought. And when you say he is very good in this subject, he is very good in, say, medical, or he is very good in engineering, or he is very good in mathematics, it means that samskar is very much, that vasana about that subject is very much. He can have a lot of thought about that subject. Lot of right and illuminating thoughts he can bring out on that subject. If you see a singer on one rag, supposing there, Pangad Jaiyo Re Saiya, supposing this is the line, he can sing this in various rag and uprag. Variations are there. Because from one thing he is able to bring out lot of thoughts about one subject. He can expand it, which will be marvelous. And supposing a person is not a singer, now he can't bring 1-2 rag also. Because he doesn't, not that he doesn't have a thought, he has not done sufficient practice to bring out that sanskar. The samskar you have much deeper in yourself, but it is not coming on the surface. Therefore, you say he doesn't work hard. Doing tapasya means in any knowledge that you are now digging out and invoking the deepest sanskar so that you can bring out that knowledge. This is called, it was a revelation. He revealed it. Every knowledge is a revelation and not creation. Okay? If any question you may not ask me. You can ask someone else. You can ask Stanley. You can ask Vandan also. Or Kirtida also you can ask, no problem. Kirtida has come after long time, you can ask questions. Keep her busy. Otherwise, she will run away. On 31st, moment it is over, she is leaving on 31st. She won't stay for one day also. So you can ask all your doubts. So this is a very interesting point. Very interesting point is there. And therefore there is so much of glory of tapasya. And let me tell you, the tapasya word, when we need generally this, I am doing tapasya in the Himalayas. That is also one kind of tapasya. Or I have left this in food, or I have left some kind of clothes. That is also one meaning of tapasya. I am not saying that is not the meaning. Tapasa brahma vijigyasasya. Lekin in Mundak it is said, yes, gyan mayam tapa. So when you focus on a certain subject for a long time, that is called tapasya in scripture. You close your eyes and you are just thinking on that subject for a very long time. Satapo tapyata, satapas taptva. It comes. When you say Bhagavan did tapasya and then brought out. So his tapasya is the jeev which are hidden in the last kalp. He is bringing out their samskar. So tapasya is bringing out the hidden samskar. So this is one meaning of knowledge. It is a revealing. And therefore, that revealing, anything which is revealed, always gives you joy. Anything made may not give you joy. But because it is coming from me, and it's a light, Chit will be Anand always. And therefore, Anand, anything which is, any knowledge, supposing you have discovered any, in our classrooms, You are discovering any solution you are doing, mathematics, and you could not find the sum, what is the answer? And supposing I got it, wow, I got it. It used to give instant joy. Wow, pata lag gaya. You are doing this mistake here. Wonderful. Wow. I mean, whole days as you have got the joy of delivering a son. Putra prapti sukh is there at that time. You see, you dance also. See, I got it. This is the answer. Yes. From morning I was thinking, how is it like that? And this is the way it is there. It can be music. You are trying to, one lyrics is there. Lyrics is there. And he is singing. He is not able to bring out. Moment he get it, you see how happy they are. It can be in any science. It can be in writing. Sometimes you are writing something. Essays you are writing. And you know this flow is not coming today. This is not best. And supposing you bring out, you got tuned, you're sitting, and after that the flow came, and you can concentrate and you can just write. You yourself, when you read that, after 1 day, 2 days, you are amused and you are happy. When you yourself read, wow. So always a knowledge in any area will be source of joy and fulfillment, which cannot be taken by anybody. Other joy can be taken. Somebody can snatch my food. Somebody can take my house. But that knowledge is nit naveen. It will always give you joy. Whenever you will think of something, you will always give. Second point about knowledge. Third thing about knowledge. Vidya dadati vinayam. It will always give humility. Tell me why? Because there is much more to know. And I know very less. More you know, more you understand how less I know. Less a person knows, he thinks I know a lot. Well, I have learnt Bhagavad Gita. Which chapter? I'm just learned, I have chanted Om Shrimad Bhagavad Gita, this much. So, this much I know now. I can chant. No, which chapter you learn? I'll start. Which chapter I will learn, I'll tell you later on. I know this slok, very less. So, it will always give you humility. Humility means you have much more appreciation of the bigness of that knowledge, infiniteness of that area. Anyway, so this, and Prachin Yogya Upaswa, this knowledge is Prachin Vidya. When I say Prachin Vidya, that means this knowledge of the Vedas manifests and unmanifests. It is called Pravahi Nitya. It is not Kutastha Nitya. There is one word called Kutastha Nitya, other is called Pravahi Nitya. Kutastha Nitya is Brahman, which is never changing and which is coming, manifesting and unmanifesting, that is called Pravahi Nitya. Like Jagat is also Pravahi Nitya. Maya is Pravahi Nitya. Similarly, this Vedas are Pravahi Nitya. ठीक है ना? Our karma phal is not Pravahi Nitya. It will come and that phal may not come again. This body will not come again. The same body you will not get again. This is anitya. This body will not come. Another body you may get. But this same body you won't get. Same features you won't get again. Thank God, at least better will be there. No, you can't say. Well, I want a better feature. You can't say then. This time my nose was much flat. I want a better nose like this. So it may be there depending on your karma phal. That is also because of your phal you get the body. All that is also because of what kind of eyes, ears, nose, teeth, hairs, all are karma phal. Acha, I have read Bhavishya Puran and there it is written which karma gives which kind of body. Well, we can't change. No, we cannot change. You can change your mind, but not the body. So, iti prachin yogyo pasva. Now, this point, I hope it is clear. Beautiful word is prachin yogya. Prachin means ancient most. When I said ancient means it is timeless. Don't think some ancient history is there. Olden days it started. There was a Vedic time. All the time Vedic time was there. Not that there were time only Vedas were there. Vedas were not started at a certain time. Now, this Upasana was over yesterday, you heard. So we have Samhita Upasana. Then we had, what is it called? Vyahrati Upasana. Then Hiranyagarbha Upasana. And now this is called, next Upasana is called Pankta Upasana. Pankta. Repeat. Pankta Upasana. Not Pank. Pankta Upasana is there. This is in 7th Anuvak or 7th section. Very good, very good. Be very rich in your heart. Inside have a luxury of very bigger thoughts are there. Your life will become much more quieter, serener. You will absorb much from the world. It will dissolve in you because the heart is very big. Like the ocean is there. It will dissolve. A small heart is there, it will pick up all small things from everybody. You will have attachment, aversion, ahankar. Little work I do, I will feel I did so much. Because heart is very small. Now let us go to Pankta. Understanding, na? So what importance of Upasana? So 5 minutes, always, if you have hatred for somebody, jealousy for somebody, 5 minutes you give in your day and close your eyes and do some Upasana. That I am, this is another form of me. This is another form of my Ishtadevata. Expand to that person. If you are worshipper of Lord Ram, well, this is another vibhuti of Lord Ram. But he is foolish. Incidentally he may be, but intrinsically the same Ram is in him. Well, I cannot talk to him. Don't make it, make a small thought regarding any person. If you have made a small thought regarding any person, that thought will stay and it will hurt you the whole life. You will be victim of your own jail. Self-made jail is there. So give some thought. Mentally think of some goodness of the person. If you see any goodness. And mentally think that this is my another form. If you want to do Aham Graho Upasana. If you want to do Sampat Upasana, you can see this is the form of my Lord's another limb is there. Is the limb of the Hiranyagarbha. One form of the very defective limb is there. Defective limb may be there. We are not defective. This limb is also very defective. Acha. Even if defective limb is there, it is of the God. It is mine only limb is there. If one part of your body is defective, don't you nurse it more? Are you not more careful about it? That I should not hurt my hand, already it is hurt. You are more conscious that I should not get more hurt because of that. I have got hurt here. So if you have a pain somewhere, you see that nobody hits, or nobody tramps on that. Already I am having a pain, don't give more pain. When you say complain word, complain has 2-3 aspects. Understand what is complain. Because we are heavy complainers all the time complaining. I don't like to hear complain. And they keep on complaining. What is complain? Any system, anything, something is lacking. Number 1 point. Something is lacking. I did not get it. Either because of my prarabdha, the system is like that. It is a nature. Second thing, what I get, I don't see that. And third thing, I have become negative, over negative about something. That is called complaint. Something is lacking in X person or X situation. Mula ashram that did not, my water was, very dripping very slowly, right? I cannot do with this kind of water. I'm just giving examples. Sufficient water is there. My dear, many days water was there. It is only today that has happened. And everything else is there. Everything else is there. Please, if you have to tell everything what is there and then you say water was less. You have picked up only one small thing of the whole place. This is called complaint. You have very small thought and then you have become negative. Everything is not okay. I am fed up of this thing. Don't say that. Don't conclude very fast. Out of many things are there, but I think water is not there. If we can have water, when you get upset, angry, irritated, and then you say something, it becomes a complaint. When you have a sense that if I can do something in removing that, I'll do it. And everything is there, only 1-2 things are missing, and everything is very good, except 1-2 things if can be there. So you're not in a complaint mode, because you have a bigger thought behind your report. It's X-ray report, not X-ray complaint. It's a blood report, not blood complaint. Because sense of minus is there. It is CT scan. It is not a CT complaint. So have always this attitude. Something may not be there. I need to rectify certain things. If this person has done like that, yes, mistake is possible, but he has done A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H good work, and one work is not okay. And he is mine only. He is like my brother, my sister, like my mother, or like my mother-in-law, whatever the relation is there. So whatever is there. Don't make yourself emotionally all the time victimized. The smaller you are, more you will feel I am victimized. People take advantage of me. What can be taken advantage of? What they are taking from you? That they are taking advantage. 2 more work you did, they are taking advantage of you. Even if you are not their work, they will find from somebody else. If you don't do this work, they will find somewhere else. But if one doctor doesn't work, you go to another doctor. If he also doesn't work, you go to try 3rd doctor. You don't stop because one doctor didn't work properly. I hope you are. Sometimes father is not there in the house. He has passed away. Mother starts earning. She is the breadwinner. She brings up the children. From the very childhood I have seen. Child was hardly 1 year. 6 months father passed away. Mother did the whole thing. So not that he could not get education. Somehow God gave him the money that the children could be brought. So don't have a very negative attitude and complaining attitude. Because that means Upasana is not done properly. So Pank Upasana. Why I am repeating? Because first time when I read all these things in Taittiriya, I said so much. What is all these things? What is all these things? Where is Vedanta coming? What is Atma? What is it? Can you tell this Pang, Phang, Vyariti, all new names I heard. It took little time and God's grace to understand that. Now Pang Upasana, please understand what is Pang Upasana. Group of 5 is called Pankta. Group of 5 is called Pankta. Now, Pank Upasana is regarding the macrocosm and microcosm. So they means scripture has said here that macrocosm is composed of all five things. 5 is a common number. In microcosm also and macrocosm also. Only how come 5 is a common number? Wait, I am telling, hold on, have patience. Have patience in life. I am going to tell that. Oh, you are going to reveal that? Yes. Now you are... Revealing is a very good word actually. I like, he revealed the knowledge. Enjoy such words. Go to the depth of that. You will have much more insights. Website is not important. Insight is important. So whole macrocosm is made out of 3 5s. 3 files. 5s. What 5s? 3 5s. What 3 5s? Wait. First 5 is called Lok Pankta. Second 5 is called Devata Pankta. And third 5 is called Bhut Pankta. Lok Pankta, Devata Pankta, and Bhut Pankta. What is that? Lok Pankta. See the word. Prithvi, Antariksham. Third, Dev. Fourth, Disha. Fifth, Avantar Disha. This is called five. Five lokas are there. Group of five lokas. Prithvi, earth. Antariksham. Antariksham means ceiling. Ceiling made by God is Antariksham. When you see like that, and as much as you can see, that is called godly ceiling. Not ceiling of the room. That is called Antariksham. As much as you can see, that is canopy is there. If you see horizon is there, semicircle you can. That is called Antariksham. Then third is Devhu. This is Dev. Dev means Swarg is there, on the top is there. Devlok is there, Swarg lok is there, third lok. Fourth, Dishaha. Four dishas, north, south, east, west. There from the word news has come. News, north, east, west, south. News. Achha, who told you? Just like that. So that is... Achha. North, south, east, west. News. So, please see. Disha. Avantar, intermediate direction. Avantar means intermediate. Okay, I understand. Wow. So this is three sets of fives. Where this is first set only? This is only first set I have told. Okay. What is second set? Second set is Agni. Only again they came earlier. No, listen. So Agni, Vayu, Aditya, Chandrama, Nakshatrani. Five are there. See, Agni, fire, Vayu, air, Aditya, sun, Chandrama, moon, Nakshatrani, stars. So this is called, the second Pankt called Devata Pankt. Like Kartik Nakshatra is there. Our Kritika Nakshatra, from Kritika Nakshatra, Kartik Maas has come. Our Shravan Nakshatra is there. On that Shravana Maas is there. That Nakshatra comes in which month is called, on the name of Nakshatra, the name of the month is there. Bhadrata Nakshatra, Bhado Maas has come. Understanding? From that it has come. So they are like Devta. So that is also called Devta. This is called Dev Pankt. 5 sets of Devtas are there. Okay. Very good. Therefore you worship Kartik Maas or Margashirsh Maas or Magh Maas, because that Devta itself is bliss. Like you say, Magh Maas is there where you had take bath in the Magh Maas. Because that Devta is happy when you take bath in the Ganges in that Maas. Kartik Maas is there. So in the Kartik Maas, if you do put on the lamp, etc., then Devta is Kartik Bhagwan. Kritaka is happy. Shravan Maas is there. Shravan Maas you do Shiva Upasana, then that Shravan Maas is very happy. So this is the name of them. They are Devatas. Adidavik. This is the second 5. Third 5. Apaha. Ap doesn't mean tum. Yeah, apa means water. It's the plural of water. Are aap water hai, nahi apa. Up is there. Pakarant. This is called Pakarant Striling. Apa, apa, adbhi, adbhya, adbhya, apam, apsu. It is nitya bahul vachan. So it is called apa, Pakarant. Boli kya hai Pakarant? Don't worry. You will, if you are fortunate, you will hear that. So Agni, Vayu, ये 3 हो गया. Apa, Aushadhi. See, Aushadhi is there. Herbs. Doesn't mean medicine here. It means herbs. Vanaspatayaha. Trees, etc. Akash. Akash is the same. Akash is there. So, this is the Akash. And Atma. Here, Atma, Bhashkar writes, is Virat. Atma iti Virat Bhut Adhikarat. Because the topic of Bhut is going on, Panchbhut, and therefore it is Virat. What is seen by the eyes. So this is called Bhut Pankt. Bhut Pankt. First was Lok, second was Dev Pang, Devta Pang, and third is Bhoot Pangt. Okay? Now this is, all three are macrocosmic, samashti. What are microcosmic now? I hope you are following it. Just understand that. Atha Adhyatmam. Now comes Adhyatmam. What is 5 Adhyatma? Pranaha, Vyanaha, Apanaha, Udanaha, Samana. This is first 5. This is first 5. This is called Vayu Pangt. First 5 kind of Vayu are there. I need not explain, you know, Prana, Pan, Vyan, Saman, Udan. So then, second is called Indriya Pangt. Chakshu, Shrotram, Mano, Vak, Tvak. So Tvak increase nose and tongue. Because only 4 is coming. So Tvak means it will include nose and tongue. So this is the second 5. And third 5 is Charma, skin, Mamsa, flesh, Isnava, then Asthi, Istham is ligaments, and Asthi, bones are there, Majja, nahi Majja aa gaya, that is not Majja. Majja means bone marrow, which is innermost part of your bone. Don't mix your Hindi and Sanskrit here. So this is the second 5 at microcosmic level. No, third 5. This is called Dhatu Pankt. So one is called Vayu Pankt, Indriya Pankt, and Dhatu Pankt. अरे भाई यहाँ परेशान हो गए पांग से. ये कहना क्या चाहते हैं? कहना ये चाहते हैं everything is 5 here. So what you want to say? I want to say this 5 is a common point. This 5ness is godliness. Everything is 5. Oh, this is Hiranyagar. Achha, this 5 is Hiranyagar, yes. And because in the microcosmic also you have 5. So you have to visualize on yourself the macrocosmic same 5. Oh. So you are seeing, like I am Pandey, and supposing President is also Pandey, so we'll say we are very relative, we are Pandays. We are all Pandays. So we are relatives, you know. Similarly, we are one. Similarly, सब कुछ पांगत है और अंदर भी पांगत है. So this you are visualizing the whole pangt on this pangt, because all pangt are one, all are 5 essentially. In other words, I hope you are understanding that. Etad adhividhaya rishir avochat. Here rishi means Ved or rishi. Rishi janati iti rishi. One who knows. Or a specific mantra. Bhashkar writes here, see, etad darshan sampanna. Rishi Veda. See the word, which page is there? Etad evam vidhaya परिकल्प्य ऋषि वेद एतद् दर्शनं संपन्नः वा कश्चित् ऋषिः अवोच उक्तवान्. Which page is there? I have to see the book again or what? 49. Which paragraph? Second? Okay, last paragraph. If you have not got it, please see later on. मिल गया? नहीं मिला? 49 पेज नहीं मिल लगता है. पता नहीं कहाँ हैं इन लोग. I have to see. हाँ, ठीक तो है. 49 पेज. See from the bottom, it is 7th, 8th line. Parikalpya, Rishi Veda. Sandhi is there, therefore I think they are not able to make. So that Rishi says, what he says, avochat, he says, Pangtam va idagam sarvam. Everything is 5 only. Then what he says? Pangte naiva pangtam spranotiti. Dhyan dena. By the help of the individual prana. So, by prana, spranotiti. He fills everything by the Baya prana. Everything he thinks as this is also pang. What is me is he. This is called, on your pang, You are not thinking yourself as one in person. You are also 5-5, and whole world is 5-5. Therefore, I am all 5-5. I am also Hiranyagarbha. This Upasana is there. Time is over. We will see it. So, ekatmatayoho phalam. So it is written here. What is here? Evam panktam idam sarvam sab prajapatya atma. So he becomes Hiranyagarbha. So because of contemplation, what? That everything is me only. Without knowledge. This was alamban. This pank was alamban. That fiveness is superimposed. On me, I am also 5, he is also 5. Everybody is 5. So he is me and I am also him. So all the 5 is in me. So I am not a person now. I am not one personality. I have become now a cosmic person. I see everything including in me. Upasana is all inclusive. Ego is exclusive, excludes other. Attachment excludes other. I love him only, not him. Hatred excludes other. Upasana includes all. And you become powerful inside depending what is your identification. Your identification is very big. Your power is very big now. Because whole cosmos is power you have. If you have ego, you have nobody's power. You will feel very weak. Because you are not doing very big work. You start sweeping the floor. Start sweeping temple. You will feel stronger. Because you will feel I am sweeping for the temple. And you are not about yourself, you will feel stronger. Because you are not identified with something bigger. So this is called Panktopasana. I will touch upon it again and move ahead tomorrow. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari.